A full moon. He was carrying her across the parking lot of the deserted store. He was carrying her past his truck. She didn't see her expedition. Her expedition was gone. Wherefore art thou, Tom? He stopped at the edge of the road. She could smell his sweat and feel the rise and fall of his chest. She could feel the night air, cool on her bare legs. She could hear the sign ticking behind her, "You like it, it likes you." Does he think I'm dead? He can't think I'm dead. I'm still bleeding. Or was she? It was hard to tell for sure. She lay limp in his arms, feeling like a girl in a horror movie, the one who's carried away by Jason or Michael or Freddy or whatever his name was after all the other ones are slaughtered. Carried to some slumpy deep woods lair where she would be chained to a hook in the ceiling. In those movies there were always chains and hooks in the ceiling. He got moving again. She could hear his work shoes on the patched tar of Stag Road, cleed clump cleed. Then, on the far side, scraping noises and clattering sounds. He was kicking away the chunks of wood she had so carefully cleaned up and thrown down here in the ditch. She could no longer hear the ticking sign, but she could hear running water. Not much, not a gush, only a trickle. He knelt down. A soft grunt escaped him. Now he'll kill me for sure. And at least I won't have to listen to any more of his awful singing. It's the beauty part, Ramona Norville would say. "Hey girl," he said in a kindly voice. She didn't reply, but she could see him bending over her, looking into her half-lidded eyes. She took great care to keep them still. If he saw them move, even a little, or a gleam of tears, "Hey!" He popped the flat of his hand against her cheek. She let her head roll to the side. "Hey!" This time he outright slapped her, but on the other cheek. Tess let her head roll back the other way. He pinched her nipple, but he hadn't bothered to take off her blouse and bra, and it didn't hurt too badly. She lay limp. "I'm sorry I called you a bitch," he said, still using the kindly voice. "You was a good fuck. And I like him a little older." Tess realized he really might think she was dead. It was amazing, but could be true. And all at once she wanted very badly to live. He picked her up again. The man sweat smell was suddenly overwhelming. Beard bristles tickled the side of her face, and it was all she could do not to twitch away from them. He kissed the corner of her mouth. Sorry, I was a little rough. Then he was moving her again. The sound of the running water got louder. The moonlight was blotted out. There was a smell, no, a stench, of rotting leaves. He put her down in 4 or 5 inches of water. It was very cold, and she almost cried out. He pushed on her feet and she let her knees go up. Boneless, she thought. Have to stay boneless. They didn't go far before bumping against a corrugated metal surface. Fuck, he said, speaking in a reflective tone.